Now, the Boston Marathon bombings trial. Today, a federal appeals court heard the defense's third request to move the trial out of Massachusetts. Johar Tsarnaev's lawyers say he can't get a fair trial in the city where the attacks took place, but prosecutors disagree. Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliners in the newsroom now with more on today's hearing.
The defense is seeking what it admits is extraordinary relief from the nation's second highest court, power it has once refused to exercise, saying the time for an appeal is after a trial.
Attorneys in the Marathon bombings trial took their differences to 3 appeals court judges Thursday. For the second time, Johar Tsarnaev's defense is asking them to move the trial. Attempts to convince the trial judge have failed. The defense argues publicity is dangerously saturated. One of the things the defense included in its filings before the First Circuit, 2 photos it points to as further indication that Tsarnaev cannot receive a fair trial here in the city of Boston. Both show cement mixers in front of the court. One reads Boston Strong, the other, This is our blank city. On heavy publicity, Judge Sandra Lynch asked the defense's Judith Meisner, wouldn't that be true anywhere in the country? Meisner, you're not going to have people in Washington who say, my best friend was standing at the finish line, my wife was treating victims in the ICU. This is not an appropriate place to try this case. People who have strong feelings in this case are unhesitatingly admitting them, prosecutors argued. The jury selection process is working. The appeals court need only intervene if the trial judge was seating biased jurors and yet refused to transfer the case. That has not happened.
And to date, over 60 potential jurors have been qualified to enter the final phase of selection. Of course, when opening statements are scheduled, we will let you know. In the newsroom, I'm Jared Pliners, Eyewitness News.